Alright, since I wanted some distraction from the non-stop terrible news in the video game industry, I thought, you know what? Let's play the demo for Onimusha Way of the Sword, something that has been putting off since it was announced at Summer Game Fest. Because we recently got the news that its release date was moved up from September 25th all the way to September the 4th, just one day after Blood of Dawnwalker, and even though they are different games in types of their focus, Onimusha is a lot more gameplay focus, and Dawnwalker is going to be more story and character focus. I would argue there is quite a bit of overlap. In fact, personally, I would love to play both. I'm not decided, and because Black Flag Resync is not out yet, as the time I'm recording this, probably by the time you watch this video, I'm no-living that thing throughout the weekend. But I've heard it's a quick demo, so we're just going to play through it, and I'm going to leave you with some gameplay of it, and I'll tell you my opinions at the end. Ooh, it looks good.
小手の女に起きてもらう。そのためにはこの寺を浄化するしかねえか。
I love his voice. Okay. Let's go! Whee! Okay, yeah, you just climb through. Can I fall? Oh! The invisible wall. My arch nemesis. What's going on with the fog? Now that's a beautiful man. No, don't hit me. Oh. Fuck. Fuck. Ooh. Pretty cool. That was fun. Indeed. Miyamoto Musashi from the video game. That is certainly not talking to me. Gentlemen? Okay. Oh, there we go. That was a parry. I like your haircut. I have to say, it looks very good. It looks very good. I like the way it looks. And it's very responsive. Considering I'm recording on top of this, it's very, very smooth. Oh, the good thing, I can dodge as I'm blocking, so... Oh, that's a slow arrow. Haha, there we go. Wee. It feels very smooth. Okay, they're not a threat, like at all. The fact that I cannot jump down there, it's actually annoying. It's... Question, please. What is the obsession between Japanese and hands? Because I still have PTSD with the hands in Elden Ring. Is that a lizard? Oh shit. Oh no. I can see. Okay, he's dead. No, don't. Ah! That kick is gonna be my curse. Oh, that's a nice combo. Oh, I see. So, you attack while he attacks. There we go. Okay. So I probably have to time it better, but that was very cool. Okay, let's try that blade barrage thing again. Or not. You know, you could just insta-kill him. There we go. Let me guess, you're gonna attack me one by one. Okay, guys, you can attack more than one at a time, please. So they're using the Assassin's Creed school of fighting in a group. Yeah, I totally understand the comments that it was way too easy. The fact that I didn't even have to go inside, try to maybe avoid the large group of enemies in any way. Because these things are here, but I don't really need them. Whee! Sprint! You look like a toffee. Ooh! Oh! Okay, there we go. Oh! Yeah, the demo may be a bit easy, but it's very satisfying combat. I like the face model. Okay, that's pretty fucked up. What the fuck? Oh, he has a gauntlet too. Is this the boss fight? Okay, Sasaki Ganryu. Okay. Oh, he's just gonna counter me the moment I hit him. Okay. Okay. Okay, may not look like it, but I did Platinum Sekiro, so I just need to get my shit together again. Oh, correct. Crap. Oh! Okay, has a lot more clean timing than I thought at the beginning. Like, it's easier than I thought. There we go. Ooh, that was cool. That was very cool. I'm a sucker for this sort of, like, cinematic scenes. Wait, that's it? I knew it was certainly fast. It took me 47 minutes. But it kind of felt underwhelming. You could have had like a quick cinematic after the after the defeat of the guy. So that's Onimusha's Way of the Sword demo. It is available right now on PS5, Xbox, and PC. So what are my thoughts about it? Well, this is a criticism I've heard before about the demo, that it was way too easy. Now, Capcom came out and clarified that in the demo, Musashi has abilities and skills from late game, despite the fact that this is a very early game area. So it is extremely easy. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is extremely easy. The boss was way easier than I thought. And it kind of ends very quickly. I was expecting like maybe like even a short cinematic right after you beat him, but I don't know, maybe that goes into spoilers. So my overall impressions, gameplay-wise, it feels very smooth. There is a lot of different ways to do combos and do counters and evades, and you have a bunch of counterplay. The demo, the only like unblockable ability that it throws at you is like the grab, and it explains to you that you need to do a perfect dodge to avoid the grab. But there is probably going to be heavy attacks that you cannot parry or block. I like although I didn't use them very much because it honestly was pretty easy. I didn't really have to think beyond let's fight the enemies and that's it. There is some environmental things you can use, like you can lift the doors to block range attacks and then kick them towards the enemy. That was hilarious. But overall, the feeling of playing it was very good, very smooth. Graphically, I love it. I think it looks pretty amazing. I was running it at everything maxed out with ray tracing on medium and no DLSS. This was, I mean, technically it does have DLSS because you cannot turn it off, but I was running it at native resolution. Now, my PC is pretty beefy. It's a 5070 Ti plus a Ryzen 9700X and 32 gigs of RAM. So when I set everything, I didn't put ray tracing to the max, but when I set everything, it was eating almost 13 gigs of VRAM. So if you have something with less than 16, you're probably going to have to tweak it a little bit. I think it looks fantastic. I found some very few visual glitches, like when you approach to one of the sides, you could see the fog disappearing for a second in the background. And I kicked some boards that were on a side and they disappeared in the floor. But beyond that, I think it looks pretty damn good. The section of the demo is extremely linear. Little, if no exploration at all. I hope the later parts of the game has at least some. Like, at least some hidden side paths, maybe. I don't know. Even on areas where you have like, the fighting area and you have like two ledges on the side that you can arrive to a couple of stairs, you cannot even jump down those areas. It's the invisible wall, despite the fact that the path is just like there, not even a feet below you. Maybe that one could have been better. Sometimes you just feel like you can go through and you hit the invisible wall. One thing I didn't like, but I don't know if it's part of the game itself, the AI, and I did mention it, it clearly learned to attack in the Assassin's Creed school of combat. Because they all... there is a part where you have like, 7 enemies? 6, 7 enemies around you, and then more start coming in, but they all just stand there. They attack one by one, and they patiently wait until you either kill or incapacitate, like you leave them out open for a finisher, and then they attack. The difficulty itself, yes, you're more powerful that you're going to be in the game itself, in the game when you reach that part in the final game. But the AI, hopefully they do something with the AI, because if in the final game you get a group of 6 enemies and they're just going to attack you one by one at any given moment, that's just stupid. And some attacks of the enemies, I mean, yes, these are very early enemies, but they felt way too telegraphed. But this all ties to difficulty. And I'm only mentioning this because they feel like things, maybe that's the way they are. But we will have to wait for the final game to see if that actually is the way the enemies are gonna behave. The boss fight, again, it was extremely easy. And it didn't feel very complicated mechanic-wise. So the enemy just hits you. It didn't use any like unblockable attacks. It did one grab or try to do it, but that was it. Every other attack can be... I don't know. I got the timing very quickly. So in the final game, it's gonna do more damage and you're gonna have less abilities to defend yourself. But if it still attacks too slow or it's too telegraphed, maybe it's easy anyway. We'll see. We will see. I don't want to judge the final game for this. In fact, when you turn it on the first time, it tells you this is not a reflection of the final game experience. So that is something that you could keep in mind, Capcom, if you ever see this video from a 650 subscriber channel. Make them harder. make them... they're too predictable. At least that's how I felt. And beyond the amount of damage or abilities that you can have, the enemies felt way too predictable, too easy to counter or parry. Performance, again, like I show you, it's I have a pretty beefy PC, so I don't know how it works in lower and hardware, but it ran completely smooth, didn't even miss a beat in terms of frame rate or frame pacing, so I'm optimistic for the final product. Either way, if you want to try it out for yourself, the demo is available, like I said, in every major platform. Give it a try, see how it feels. Remember, don't focus on the difficulty. Focus on how the game feels to play, because we don't know how difficult it will actually be in the final game. Hopefully a lot more. Beyond that, I just wanted to try it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.